Debt isn't just about the numbers, it's a weight on the mind. It can trigger anxiety, erode confidence, and leave you in an infinite spiral. Debt holds the power to snatch your authority from you and even leave you questioning about your children's future. You might be feeling like debt is a suffocating fog obscuring your financial future and dimming your dreams. But I want to remind you what the Bible says about losing hope in Hebrews chapter 10 verse 35 to 36. It says, "Do not throw away your confidence, which has a great reward. You have need of endurance, so that when you have done the will of God, you may receive what is promised." I also want to remind you that you're not lost in the mist. You're standing at the edge of an actual clearing. Good day, good day, good day. Sammy Akenwin here, and today I will spill some beans on tackling debts, whether good debt or bad debt. And yes, a debt such as a good debt actually exists too. So let me start by explaining to you what exactly a good debt is. To define good debt in simple terms, any debt which is contributing to your future growth is called good debt. It can be a student loan or a mortgage or strategically chosen investment properties. You choose. Now, these can be stepping stones to wealth if managed wisely. Now let's talk about bad debt. This is the type of debt that is mainly caused by bad decisions, such as high interest credit cards, impulsive purchases, and unnecessary loans. These drain your resources and keep you on a hamster wheel of payments. There's also another type of debt that is rarely discussed, but is known as the hidden debt. This is the sneaky one lurking in subscriptions you forgot about, or maybe that unused gym membership. Almost 76% of people in the UK are under the impression that debt is like a heavy chain holding them back. They are under the impression that the mountain of debt is like an insurmountable wall, and maybe you're just one of those people. But what if I told you that debt is nothing like a chain, but more like a mere single rope? What if I told you that debt is not an insurmountable wall, but rather more like a theatre curtain that when opened will allow financial freedom into your life? You see, debt is very common. Millions of people around the world struggle with it. You see, you are not alone. And the good news is you can overcome it. But how exactly can you fight against debt? You might think the answer to this question is simply to generate more money. And yes, you're right. You can fight against debt by generating more money, but it's obviously just not that easy. I once was in debt too, and I was in the exact same position as you, struggling to gain financial freedom, anxious, under pressure, and scared most of the time. But after spending years learning strategies to overcome debt, I finally got to the other side of the river, the side where financial freedom exists. In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to share with you the top 5 strategies that I used to overcome debt and that you can use too to get to the other side of your river in a safe and speedy manner. Strategy number 1 is planning your future budget. Now let's face it, most people sink into erroneous debts due to poor or no planning of their monthly budget. Moreover, even after being in huge debt for years, they still don't act on creating a budget for their expenses. They only have one goal, and that is to survive. Firstly, you have to list your income sources and categorize your expenses: housing, utilities, groceries, etc. Tools like Excel, budgeting apps, or even notebooks can be your allies in this endeavor. Secondly, you have to analyze your spending. You need to identify areas for trimming costs down whilst having a clear mind. Even the smallest of additional costs can contribute to piling up bigger debts. Always remember, every unnecessary expense is a missed opportunity to chip away at that chaotic credit card. Strategy number 2 is joining a supportive environment. Now, facing debt alone can be isolating and daunting, and you're not in the battle solo. So joining supportive groups, whether it be online or in person, connects you with fellow debt defeaters who understand your struggles and other invaluable support as well. You can find them through means of Facebook groups, forums, and Reddit threads. Some of these threads are dedicated to debt repayment and offer a wealth of advice, experience, and also encouragement. You get to share your story, you get to learn from others and find inspiration in their victories as well. One of the most helpful forums I found was the Money Saving Expert Forum, and you can find a link for that in the description below. You can also search for financial advisors. Numerous platforms offer consultations with financial advisors who can provide personalized guidance and answer your specific questions. Step Change Online Tool is a free tool where you can connect with a free financial advisor. You can find the link to this in the description below. So moving on to the third tactic, the debt avalanche strategy. The goal is to pay off the debts with highest interest rates first. And think of your debts as a series of loans, okay? So each with its own interest rate. The credit card with the highest hefty 20% APR is the one tearing down your financial future with every passing month. By prioritizing that specific debt first and throwing all your extra income and budgeting costs towards it, you're essentially minimizing the overall interest being paid. This strategy not only saves you money in the long run, but it also provides a high morale boost. You see, taking down the biggest debt can build momentum and motivate you to tackle the remaining debts with increased confidence. It's kind of like conquering one mountain peak after another, steadily getting closer and closer to the summit of financial freedom. Remember that discipline is key. Things will not change overnight, but with each passing day, you'll be closer to the finish line more than ever before. Strategy number 4 is boosting your income. You see, the key to breaking free from debt isn't just cutting back. It's also about boosting your income. You can explore different means available and any options that will help you generate additional income. If you have any additional skills, use them as a tool to fight off debt. Turn your passion into profit. This can be done by simply selling watches, cars, or even houses in your spare time. Always remember that every extra penny counts. You can also consider investments like rental properties and high interest savings accounts. These should be engaged after meaningful planning and under great supervision. Every drop in the disposable income bucket chips away at the debt mountain. Now, the fifth strategy that I would like to discuss is the negotiation of interest rates and payment plans. Now, negotiating interest rates and payment plans is not only possible, but it's also a powerful tool you can use to take control of your debts and save money. However, it requires some knowledge and preparation to be successful. Before contacting your lender, compare the interest rates offered by other lenders of similar loans. This will give you leverage during the negotiation. You should not be afraid to walk away if the lender's offer isn't acceptable. This will show them that you're serious about finding a better deal. You should maintain a calm and respectful tone throughout the conversation and explain your situation honestly and highlight your willingness to work with them to find a solution. You should emphasize your creditworthiness and your commitment to making on-time payments. Offer alternative solutions such as a shorter loan term period or a larger initial payment if these things are also applicable to you. I know that facing debt can be scary. You may feel cornered, but you're not alone. Never forget that you have the power to break free. Use the strategies I've shared in this video, build a support system, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Everyone is capable, resilient enough, and able to reach financial freedom. I'm always interested in hearing about your thoughts and questions, so do not hesitate to drop a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer you, and I hope that you found this video helpful. Remember that small keys open up big doors. Samuel I Can Win, signing out. Good day and God bless.